Hello, Tandlers, and welcome back to TandL Talks, the podcast for, about, and featuring fabulous educators. I'm your host, Nancy, and today's episode is a little bit different because instead of hearing primarily from educators, you are going to hear from students. I recently spent some time in the TandL Clubhouse with a group of Firgrove Hawks.
I'm Harper. I'm Sophia. I'm Mila. And I'm Addison.
I asked them about learning, what makes it fun, when they feel curious, how they know when their brain is really working, and what teachers do that actually helps. They were so smart and funny.
Hey, look at me.
And I'll be honest, at first their answers felt a bit like a collage of ideas. But when I listened back, patterns began to emerge. Clear ones, powerful ones. So today I want to invite you to listen alongside me, not for perfection or polish, but for what students notice, what they value, and what helps them learn. I started by asking a simple question. What's something fun or interesting you learned this year?
Probably how it formed the Grand Canyon. Same. I made butter and it was really fun.
Oh my gosh.
I started learning about the stuff that happened in the past few days.
Okay.
I love science and making new stuff during science.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you like to get your hands on things? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I love crafting.
Me too. So when you're at school, what makes you want to learn more about something?
I want to keep learning. So I like to learn about the Lakota Sioux.
Oh, gosh. Is that something you're learning about?
No, I'm learning
but you
about.
want to.
Yeah, but I'm learning about colonial towns, whatever.
Nice. Yeah. What else makes you want to learn more about something?
Maybe I really liked learning about fairy tales.
Oh, yeah. That's in kindergarten, right? Or first grade? Yeah. What struck me right away was this. Their curiosity came from doing. They talked about making butter, about crafting, science experiments. They talked about fairy tales and history and how landforms were created. One student even shared how they learned about the Grand Canyon and then presented that learning to second graders.
So we were just gonna do we were just gonna write it and just perform it in front of the class. But then my teacher, she said that since we were talking too much, we should do it in front of the second graders. So
you got to present your learning? You got to talk about your learning in front of the second graders?
yeah,
What did they think of that?
I think they actually kind of liked it.
I bet they did too. Why do you think they liked it? What do you think they liked about it? Do you think they liked listening to big kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Little kids always like to listen to big kids, right? Except maybe sisters don't like to listen to big kids.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they don't really listen.
I know the feeling. And another student said something so simple yet so important.
Whenever I get to learn about a story, I'm always like, I want more information. And like, I always have questions.
What I heard was this: curiosity didn't come from being told information, it came from experiences, stories, hands on learning, and personal interest. Next, I asked a question I love posing to students. How do you know when your brain is really thinking hard?
Maybe when I'm actually looking at the board.
Oh, okay.
Maybe when I'm really like looking and thinking and not playing with my stuff.
So when you're paying attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the room is all quiet and like my eyes are where they're supposed to be, and like I'm like when I'm reading a question or solving a math problem, I'm like feel focused.
Then you know your brain is working. Yeah. These students know what engagement feels like. They talked about being focused, about reading carefully, about solving math problems. And when we got into math specifically, opinions were a little mixed. Tell me more about math problems. Who likes to do math?
Not me.
Oh, I love math. You don't like math?
I love math.
But the students who did enjoy math told me why. They talked about math workplaces, whiteboards, tools. What do you love about math?
We do, all of my class do math we do workplaces at math. We like do something fun, and we get a bid, like a whiteboard, but it's not like a whiteboard. It's like something else, and you could put something and something in it, and we just put paper yeah.
So you'd like to do workplaces. You know what I hear too? One of you girls said it earlier, but it reminds me of workplaces about putting your hands on the stuff in your class, right? Whether you're touching things in science or in math, does that help you learn?
Yes.
How does that help you learn?
It just kind of helps us be focused in a way.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
Such a thing.
Like multiplication charts and number line and stuff.
Yeah, it really helped us.
Basically,
Then came one of my favorite parts of the conversation, fidgets.
it's really helpful when you if your teacher says you can have a fidget, it will help you focus.
I love a fidget.
Wait, what's a fidget? It's like a toy, but it's not supposed to keep you distracted. Like in your hands, like this.
Like pop.
Like this.
Like a squishy toy or a poppet. So,
Or even what you're playing with right now, that little piece of paper. That could be a fidget. It's something that keeps your hands busy. Do you want to see my special fidget?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please.
It's my ring right here that is 3 rings all put together. But I play with it all the time on my finger. It's my fidget.
that's really cool.
Thank you. What What I heard loud and clear was this: students don't see tools as extra. They see them as how learning works. Engagement for them wasn't about sitting still. It was about having what they needed to think. We also talked a lot about learning with others. Turn and talk came up again and again.
When we get to do a turn and talk, so like it helped me learn from others and sharing my ideas to others too.
Does that work
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, it helps.
Yep. I like that too. I like talking about what I think, and then I like you said, I like listening and hearing what my friends think. Students shared how talking helps them clarify their thinking and how listening to peers helps them refine it. But then the conversation took a really thoughtful turn. They talked about what it feels like when someone uses your idea. So when you do things like turn and talk, does it help you to hear from other kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do other kids ever have ideas that are different than yours?
Yeah.
So much. Combining your ideas.
Oh,
Yeah, they might took your idea.
maybe they took your ideas or built on your ideas,
Yeah.
but you're also saying
Like the
that
same
you can
thing.
combine your ideas.
Yeah.
So maybe you have an idea and they have an idea, you share it with each other, and you come up with a better idea?
Yeah, so we're basically, I forgot like the half of it and she helped me do the other part.
Uh-huh. What else? Are there other ways that kids in your class help you?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot.
How does it feel like when you're doing a turn and talk and when you're combining your ideas? How does that feel when somebody takes your idea and builds on it?
It feels like mad. It
Makes you mad a little bit
and sad.
and sad.
But it depends
Angry.
if they just heard us and decided to make it their own ideas.
Oh, tell me
Yeah.
more about that.
Like if they took our ideas and added on to it, I wouldn't feel very happy. But if they came with their own brain and figured it out and added more, I would feel like, great job. That like, I'm glad that you added on. Like,
So it's back to that idea of combining, right? Like if
Yeah.
they take your idea and say, I had this great idea that's all mine, then that doesn't feel great, right?
yeah.
But if they say, oh, I like what you said, I want to combine my thoughts, then that feels good. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're like in our books and we're drawing pictures and words, she has us like talk to each other, and sometimes like she tells us not to look at other people's books, but me and her got to combine our ideas, so it was kind of hard. So me and Aaliyah just stacked our books on top and combined in them, so we could like, they had an idea and I had an idea. So
And then together you came up with a better idea.
yeah.
Yeah. One student explained the difference beautifully. If someone takes your idea and claims it as their own, that doesn't feel good. But if someone brings their own thinking and builds on yours, that feels collaborative. Tandlers, that's just a masterclass in collaborative norms. They weren't saying don't share ideas. They were saying how ideas are shared matters. Then I asked about bravery, about raising hands, talking in front of others, making mistakes. What helps you feel brave enough to raise your hand or talk in front of the whole group in your classroom?
When, like, again, when I'm focused and, like, I'm really putting my mind on it.
Uh-huh. What else? What makes you feel brave enough to answer?
When I talk in front of the school and I feel brave and I like to talk something good
You like to say good things? Yeah.
in front of the school.
Are you ever shy in class?
No.
Sometimes it depends on
Never.
like,
I never be shy.
whatever. It depends on what we're shy about.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're doing our awards in like that big room,
In the big gym?
yeah, it's just really hard for all of us to just get up and go, and it seems scary.
Yeah.
And like you have a photo, and it seems scary smiling in front of everybody.
All those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we take a picture.
Big spaces felt intimidating. Being on stage felt hard. But students also shared what helps. If you're feeling scared or shy, what can your teacher do to make you feel better?
Do something else and make something good and happy.
Okay.
Like making it easier by doing turn in talks again and just getting those ideas and then just feeling confident about it, like saying, like being focused, a lot of things that just bring things together.
Is it easier, if you're feeling nervous or shy, is it easier to do like a turn and talk and just talk with one person?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Is it easier like if you and that person share your ideas together with the class? Does that make you less shy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, but I always think about like I just think about bravery and then just thinking about it and then just doing my best.
Yeah.
Sometimes when like my friends are scared, I'm like helping them and trying to make them feel confident that they can do it.
What do you say to them to let them know that they can do it?
And sometimes I say, you can do it.
Oh my gosh, I bet that feels so good. That's so nice to have good friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I asked what happens when they make a mistake, their answers were so matter of fact. What happens when you make a mistake?
I try to fix it.
Okay.
I try my best on fixing, like Sophia, I just think about it, try to find what I made, like what mistake I made, and then I just get right on it and fix it.
And when they need help? Who could you ask for help if you make a mistake?
Teacher. Your teacher.
Yeah, mostly our teachers.
Yeah. Sometimes our moms.
Sometimes your moms. Also
Yes.
teachers. There was no fear in that answer, just trust. Finally, we talked about teachers. This is where the joy lives. What's something that happens in class that your teacher does that makes you really excited to learn? Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
When she really likes me, when she talks about doing something exciting.
So, like if your teacher gets excited about something, does that make you excited? Yeah?
When she gets me excited is when like she gives me lots of information and gives me lots of details, and I bring it all together, and it sometimes sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Sometimes my teacher is just like crazy when she messes up a word and the whole class laughs when it's like, I don't know, I don't want to say it.
6, 7.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Yeah.
It's-
Every time.
That
every
makes
time
you laugh?
It's like equation with 6 on it. It's just crazy. They're like,
And all the kids say 6, 7?
yeah, they're like,
It gets
just crazy.
like earlier in the year, it was like the most popular word.
It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're used to it now, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Kids maybe don't say it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny when the teacher says it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what's 6 plus 7? They're like, 6, Dad.
Apparently,
6, 7.
and apparently Harper's teacher always finds ways to slip in 6, 7 into their homework.
That's awesome.
Did you know my teacher does this and she say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the kids say 6, 7. Sometimes my teacher, like when we're learning now about fairy tales, she has on these funny earrings and wings, and sometimes she talks funny.
Sometimes she talks funny too.
Yeah,
And that makes you want to learn,
yeah,
right? Does it get your attention? It makes you pay attention?
yeah.
Yeah. Students talked about teachers who are funny, who get excited, who wear silly earrings, who intentionally mess up words to make learning memorable. And they talked about knowing their teachers as people.
She doesn't love horse toys. She has a horse Lego.
What?
She loves everything horse, like unicorns and stuff.
She loves falabalas.
Which are the smallest horse on earth.
How do you find out stuff about horses?
I always read my books I get from the school library or at home, and sometimes I ask my Alexa on things.
Right.
And there's this fun game, and it said that horses have the biggest eye of any land mammal.
Wow. That's an interesting fact.
Yep.
I did not know that. Have you read stories in your class about horses?
Well, for the class, not really, but we learned about the Middle Ages, which had horses. What I like about my teacher is that we have things in common, like we both love horses, and like we just love horses.
I love that when you find something that you have in common with your teacher.
Yes. It's just like all the teachers that like the only teachers that I want is like someone who is just like just easy to be with and has like have great minds, think alike.
Yep,
Like-
exactly.
When we think alike.
My favorite thing about my teacher is that she always tells the most craziest stories about her like kids and stuff.
So you like knowing a little bit about her personal life, her family life, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, who she is as a person outside of the classroom, right? Yeah. What about you?
I like that she's really funny and that she likes Diet Coke.
Me too. I hear lots of things that you know about your teachers.
She always brings it to work. That's the only thing she brings to work.
Is just Diet Coke?
That's Diet Coke. Addie
didn't you get her like this Diet Coke water bottle?
Yeah.
Did she love it?
She liked it because she told her it will make her, maybe it will make her start drinking water because it looked like a Diet Coke can.
One student shared a story about making a small barn for her teacher after her teacher's horse passed away.
Yeah, and last year, my teacher's horse had to be put down.
Oh, no.
So I made her I really like crafting, and I got lots of paper and I made a little barn, and I made it for her, and then it just made her happy.
I bet. That is so kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love it when I see smiles on people's faces.
That's not extra. That's teaching. As I listened back to these Firgrove Hawks, I realized they didn't give me strategies. They gave me a picture. A classroom where learning is hands-on, where tools are normalized, ideas are shared with care, mistakes are fixable, and relationships matter. Students know when their brain is really thinking. They know what helps them feel brave, and they know when learning feels joyful. Our job is to keep listening. Firgrove Hawks, thank you for reminding us why this work matters. And Tandlers, thank you for listening. Until next time, keep asking curious questions and keep learning alongside your students.
Bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. I love bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. Yum, yum, bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. Love the sandwich made from bumblebee. Yippee!